Hello, so this is the third video of my Wellbeing series. It's Mental Health Awareness Week, and I think it's really important that we start discussing and sharing ideas on well-being and happiness. I've been doing the series from my garden. I've got my bees in the back. I think it's a really nice space, and it's very important that we get out as much as we can and just be in the nature and in the outdoors and get out the house. Today's video, I'm going to be sharing my 5 favourite books, which are all really important, I think, for well-being and positive thinking. Quite interestingly, the 5 books, they all come from different countries, which I find quite interesting. Now, the first book is the Daily Stoic. My sister bought me this one for Christmas. It's a lovely book. It's 365 meditations on wisdom, and it's just a nice book you can keep on your coffee table, next to your book, next to your bed. And every single day there's a different point or a different thought, and it always seems relevant every day I read it, which is quite interesting. So that's a nice one. This is probably my favorite and most gifted book ever, The Little Book of Booga. It says, you might think it says Higi, but it's Booga. That's how you pronounce it, apparently. And it's all about the Danish way of living. So apparently the Danes are the happiest people in the world. This book I probably have bought for everyone. In fact, one year me and my sister both bought it for each other. And it's lovely because hygge often translates as coziness or comfort, but actually there's some really important lessons and ideas you can do that are perfectly appropriate for summertime, during the day, and lots of these activities I'm finding really relevant now during lockdown. It's full of wholesome ideas, so definitely worth a read. I think everyone needs a copy of that in their house. My third book is the Tao of Pooh and the Day of Piglet. Now, this is a book on Chinese philosophy called Taoism. And I first read this book, at least 13 years ago, and I've read it a few times since, and every time I go back to this book it always seems really kind of relevant and poignant for that point in my life. So it's a really nice book that I seem to keep going back to. And sorry, I thought I'd stopped recording. It's also got one of my favorite poems in there. Just in a very quick summary, so Taoism's the Tao it translates as the way, so it's kind of all about letting go and not forcing anything, and it's a really nice book. So and he uses Winnie the Pooh as an analogy, so it's nice and easy to read as well. My fourth book is The Art of Happiness by the Dalai Lama. I don't think a well-being book list can go without mentioning the Dalai Lama. This book's wonderful, and it covers lots of things from dealing with anxiety, building up self-esteem, overcoming obstacles, dealing with changes, being compassionate. It's all so relevant now, anytime during your life. It's very easy to read as well, so I really do recommend that. And then my fifth recommendation, I actually don't have it because I lent it to a friend recently. It's the Marie Kondo's Life-Changing Art of Tidying Up. Doesn't sound like the most thrilling read, but I do kind of believe about, my mum always used to teach me messy room, messy mind, and I think having a really good home space makes such a difference to your mental health and well-being. So it was a really good book. I followed all the methods, had a massive clear out, and I just think it really does help your headspace. So when you're creating a nice living environment. So those are my 5 recommendations. I hope you enjoy it. Please let me know your thoughts and comment below.